Good.
Dang it!
All right, here we go. We're live.
Oh, I'm trying to eat some chips.
What kind?
Nacho Doritos.
Yeah, gross, disgusting. All right, hello, folks. Today we're going to talk about the wokeness of Hollywood and how they have been attempting to make it more PC, diverse, and
Overall,
represent
pretty
the
gay.
minority. What?
Just make it overall pretty gay.
Yeah, pretty much. Hang on a second. Hear that? Did you?
What?
So nothing. Um,
Yeah, I bet.
so recently they cast Ariel from The Little Mermaid to be a black actress, or they cast a black actress to be Ariel for no apparent reason. No, many people might not be familiar with the actual tale of The Little Mermaid. It was a Danish tale um, in the 1800s or something. So like, yes, like, so it's like a mermaid. Like, so people have been like, who cares? It's a fictional character, but like, it's a humanoid fucking. Um, it's a humanoid mythical creature with human characteristics. So of course it's going to be human looking, right? And
Yep.
so like the guy from fucking Denmark, like he's gonna look at the people who he's surrounded by, and he's gonna base the mermaids off of that appearance. So it just makes sense, like, to make her white, with like red hair and blue eyes or whatever. Uh, I mean that's what they made her in the '90s version. So there was like no reason, like there's, I'm sure there, if he tried hard enough, he could have found someone who was that talented, vocally and acting, who fits that appearance to play the role. But for no apparent reason, he chose a fucking black girl. Um, like I don't understand. What do you think of this?
I think, to be honest, I think that um, it's very progressive. No, I'm kidding. um, I think that it was first originally written by Walt Disney, right? The actual Ariel story.
Um, no, it was written by like. Let me look it up real quick. It was written
Because
by like
I know that the mythical creature of what is it, mermaids, they
mermaid.
have been around forever.
I think they were based on like these, like that Greek, the sirens or whatever from like the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Odyssey. They were based on those, and like they've been pretty much popularized all over the world. But like this
Yeah.
story in
Well,
particular was based in Denmark, right? That's where the Danish are from, Denmark,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's where they're from.
More in Scandinavia.
But my whole
Yeah.
point is, like, if mermaids originally originated in Denmark or whatever, that's fine, because we're not really talking about mermaids in general. We're talking about this one story, and
Yeah,
this
look
one
at this.
story just happens to be written by a man from the 1920s, 1930s, um, who was
Now this is
not accustomed to segregation and integration.
Hans Christian Andersen. Um, that's the author.
Hans Christian. So yeah, that's probably probably pretty Scandinavian.
Walt Disney just like what's the word? What's the word? He adapted it to the '90s, like
Theme.
oh Yeah, it was published in 1837.
Gotcha.
So
So if it was written with a 1837, you said?
yeah, the original one,
Gee,
not
that is
not the
a
new one
long
with like
time
the
ago.
fucking Jamaican crab and everything.
Yeah. But yeah, if that's so, then that's just how it goes. I maybe we should get some African stories up in here, and they can make those
Yeah, I don't.
movies. But
Yeah,
that's
like
just
why are
history.
they?
You can't change that just because you think that they need it.
Yeah, why are they rehashing like an old like animated movie and story that's already been done? Like, why aren't they doing something original?
Yeah, like they thought of what is it, Princess and the Frog? That was all black,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So she was black.
which is fine. They got their princess or whatever. They got uh, who else? Moana is Islander, Pacific Islander. That's fine.
No, she's. Oh yeah,
Pocahontas,
Milan.
Asian.
Milan was Asian.
Mulan was Asian too. Pocahontas. Oh no, Pocahontas was Native
Yeah.
American. My bad.
Yeah, Pocahontas was fucking. Um, yeah, they've already been doing um like they've been exploring these different cultures in Disney and Pixar for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, they just want to be all PC and
Like I
progressive, which
don't
is
get why they
it's
would like fucking hijack another story and insert this fucking bullshit agenda into it, like for no apparent reason other than to progress their agenda.
yeah, it's because today's society is me, give me something that I want, I'm offended. That's
Could you
all it is.
imagine
It's
the
just
shitstorm if they made like fucking Black Panther a white guy or like like Spike Lee movies? You know who Spike Lee is?
I'm getting word that Annie was made into black. Who's
Yeah, he
Annie?
was. That was fucking bullshit too. Uh,
Is
and
Annie
they
that
made
little girl?
they what?
Annie's the little girl who sings like whatever, the Shirley Temple, right?
Uh, she's saying like it's a hard knock life and other things
Oh
too.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, apparently she was made into
Yeah,
a black
like
character too.
that's been a traditionally like redhead
Yeah,
girl.
redhead, white little girl, growing up in what the early 20th century, right?
Something like that.
But yeah, I can't believe that they're. I mean,
And they've also
that's that's just so wrong that they're willing to take the story. They just can write new stories. I don't get that.
yeah, yeah, it's like they lack all fucking originality and creativity that they have to take over these other fucking stories and rewrite them to
Yeah,
fit their agenda.
and I'm not sure if it's just like a bragging thing to be like, yeah, look at that. We're so much more progressive that we can literally take your your old stuff and turn it new again with our way of life. Or maybe it's just that,
It
they
might be
want to
like,
be equal with everything. Because if that's so, then we could do Princess and the Frog white.
yeah. They also made Mary Jane from Spider-Man a black girl who's
Well,
also
yeah,
been like
and
a redhead.
they have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I just watched that,
She was
which
redhead in that. Um, but
no,
like I'm talking
Into the
about,
Spider-Verse.
yeah, she was a redhead in that one.
Yeah, yeah, she was. But the girl that the main
The new
character, the
one.
new Spider-Man who was black, she was blonde. So I mean, I don't.
Wait, what?
There was like multiple Spider-Mans, and it was a Spider-Woman, and she was just a little blonde girl.
No, I'm talking about like actual like Mary Jane.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. No, I know the Mary Jane in Spider-Verse was redhead.
but I'm talking like the one. What was it called? The one like in Homecoming and the one they just made. Fuck, what was it?
Yeah, Homecoming is. I haven't seen that one, but I know that that's the one with the Avengers kid, right?
The Avengers kid.
Tom Holland, is that his name?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That Homecoming is like what the progressives would want the world to be like if they could run people. They're the weak Indian kid was like the bully. What else? Spider-Man's in love with like a black girl.
Yeah.
Um,
I just don't get why they have to change
he
everything
has
so
like a
much.
best friend who's Asian. Like, was a very fucking progressive person for his time, and even like what they're doing now is it like makes him seem like a fucking pacifist. Like, seems like
Yeah.
a very moderate person. Like, they become so extreme with this whole fucking shit. Like,
That's so true. I mean, yeah, like if you think about like back then him writing a story called Black Panther, a
yeah.
comic Black Panther, that's like ridiculously progressive to where like not only is it taking I think it was probably one of his first black characters, but one of his first black characters and then making it the name of a terrorist organization from the Vietnam era. Like that's ridiculously
Yeah,
like
exactly.
ballsy and they're still wanting more.
I don't know why. Fuck.
Yeah,
See, like
it's
you
just
can never
crazy.
please these people, and eventually, these companies are gonna figure that out. They're gonna be like, we want more, more. Like, there's just no way to please these people.
Honestly, what's funny
What
too is
was?
if it was based off like, okay, we just want to get some money out of it, it's all just for the profit. I would be more okay with that than if it was like we want our light or our time in the light, da da da. Oh, we want equality
Yeah,
because we've been,
yeah. Honestly, if they just produced apolitical, shitty movies, like that would be tremendously better than political movies that are shitty. Like
yeah.
that makes sense. If they just kept politics out of it completely and just served us up fucking garbage for like a cow cash grab or whatever,
Yeah.
cash cow grab, then fine.
I think they should just paint everyone green since
That's
that's
not what
just
they're doing.
a neutral color.
Paint everyone green.
Yeah, that way there's no oh it's because you didn't have any black people in this. Oh, you didn't have any white people in this. Oh, her hair is green or yellow and I want her hair to be brown. It's like everyone's whining about everything nowadays and it's just annoying.
But then the Hulk would think that's cultural appropriation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Aliens
green
come up,
face,
they're like, "Hey,
dude.
that is racist."
Like Shrek and Hulk are gonna band together and like
Yeah.
form like a fucking community. Call that green face.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. The Legend of Morbius. The fuck is this?
Huh?
Oh, I know it's a short film. I'm just looking at Pixar films.
Oh, Pixar. See, I feel like what is there? There's Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks. Is that the three?
Yeah,
Okay.
like pretty much like I don't know how to say this. Like they Disneyfied Pixar. Like how Pixar started with like Toy Story. It was just like and now they've added like some songs into it, like in Moana or whatever.
Yeah.
You Aladdin.
Yeah, it's all about like that cultural appropriation. I think that's what it's called. It's everyone needs their fair share or whatever.
Princess and the Frog. I'm actually kind of curious. Princess and the Frog. I wonder where that story originated from. Original story.
That
Englishman?
what happened?
Wait, what? Or the Frog Prince?
What's that?
You still there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yeah, sorry. There's just like weird cutting out.
Yeah, you've been kind of like Megatroning for a sec, but I can
Have
kind of
I
hear what
been
you're
cutting
saying.
out?
Yeah, quite a bit, and
Yeah.
like sound like a
Okay,
robot.
good. You still hear me like clearly now?
Yeah, I mean, I can catch most of the words.
Yeah, hang on. I'll just reconnect my internet real. Can you hear me clearly? Oh, wait, hang on. Can you
Yeah,
hear me
that sounds
clearly?
pretty good.
Hello?
Yo,
All right, good.
yeah, I think there's less of a delay when you do it on whatever you're on now.
Is there still a delay?
No, I think there's less of one when you're on what you're doing now.
All right. So what was I doing before? Oh yeah, the prince. Like it was originally called the Frog Prince, and it was like a German story written in 1812 or something. They sort of
I'm
like
gonna look it up.
they sort of did their own like spin to it, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
Tangled.
Honestly, like with all of this stuff, you could definitely like talk about what was that one book you said, like Huckleberry Finn or whatever, where they say the N word multiple times without any blinking, like they don't even flinch at it.
Should I say it now?
No, I mean if you want, I don't care.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna say this. No, fuck it. Wait, hang on a second. N-word Jim. Why did why Jim needs to remain Huck Finn's quote nigger? That's an article called by a publication called Color Lines.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
I was just quoting an article title. So uh, context is key, right?
Oh yeah, no,
Uh,
you're just reading a title. It's okay.
like that's literally like a title that they had. Like as soon as you Google search N-word Jim, like that's what comes up. I don't mean like loud, like just spell like just write N-word Jim.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I think you could tie in all this like turning white characters into black character and like it's just you shouldn't do it because even with Huckleberry Finn, it's a story written by I'm hoping and guessing a white guy because I don't think a black dude would say
Yeah, it was written by Mark Twain.
yeah. So it was written by him. back a long time ago when history was different. It represents our history. It's not something that you just change because it's not the same now. Duh, duh, duh. I mean, if we want stories about black people, you get stories from black people. There you go. If you want stories from white people, you get them from white people. Like, it's not. I don't know why they think that they can just change the story because it doesn't fit all of society.
Shit. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're right. Um, I think like if you're gonna adapt a story to like modern like animation or whatever the fuck film, um, you should like base it on like the area that it was like originally uh told at or whatever. Fuck, why can I talk? I sound like a fucking guy with Tourette's.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like it should be based on the location of where the original story was at, wherever that might be. Um, like the Little Mermaid should be based on like so like I fucking debated people in the comment sections of like YouTube videos about this. Um, they were like trying to argue like, what is there no black people in Denmark? It's like, first of all, not at the time, certainly not. Secondly, right now, even if there was, they make up such a small minority. Like, what do you think? Like people, when you say like Danish, you think people think of like some fucking African guy from Rwanda or something? Like,
Yeah,
no, think of a
right.
white person who's probably like Scandinavian looking.
And probably has
Uh,
long hair, smokes a lot of weed. That's about it.
maybe. No, that's more like Norway.
Well, no,
Uh,
Denmark is like the weed capital of the world.
it is.
Yeah.
Never, I've never heard that, but yeah, man, I don't know. That might be true. But yeah, like there's a certain precedent that's set, like depending on the area that you're talking about. Like people like they don't think of some like when you say like Japan, you don't think of like a Hispanic person like just because there happens to be Hispanic people living in Japan. Like I don't understand like or, um preserve their lineage or whatever. Like it's fine, it's okay, it's normal. But when Western countries want to do that, it's racist.
Yeah. That is so true. And it's always because they think like, oh, we took them as slaves and all that. And it's like, first off, yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's pretty bad. We did that. Whatever. I didn't do it. I know.
Well,
I
we
know for a
didn't do
fact that
that.
nobody I know was ever a slave. So I don't know why they think that we owe them
Yeah.
something.
And secondly, it was the fucking elite, rich, white landowners, not like the common people that participated in slavery.
Yeah.
That's like that bullshit. Like they're still trying to get reparations in 2019. It's fucking
Yeah, I
stupid.
don't understand how they can honestly say that they deserve something for their ancestors' struggles.
Exactly. Um, and like how would you calculate that? Like how could we possibly determine who participated in slavery? Like, or I mean, like you would have to narrow it down to such a like a degree. Like you can't just like expect all white people to pay you because not all white people were even around when
Yeah.
slavery occurred. Like my 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 grandfather or my great grandfather came from fucking Italy in the early 20th century. That was like probably like 50 years after slavery was abolished.
Yeah.
So like there's like all these oh fuck. God damn words are so hard.
Just think about it, formulate a thought, and
I
then say it.
know. It's like shit. Um yeah, there's all these different complications that you have to consider. And like secondly, like I wouldn't want to invest like I don't want to be racist. Like I don't want to sound racist. But like I think we gave reparations to the Japanese after we fucking locked them up in internment camps. Now they're one of the most like successful demographics in the United States. But like honestly, the black community has so many problems right now that they need to unravel. And I don't think giving them money, like just simply handing them money, is going to solve those problems. Like they need to be, they need to get their shit together. Like there's just no other way to say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's such a hard fact. That is such a fact. Yeah, it's just the plain truth is that they're not doing anything to really earn it yet. I mean, I'm not saying all of them. Obviously, there's definitely very important African American figures in America today.
It's not like they have to earn it, but I'm saying like if we're gonna give them reparations, like I don't want to fucking waste it. Like like I want them to be better off because of it. Like I don't want them to be in the same position or even worse potentially because of it.
Yeah, you go to find out like we give them. I don't even know what the reparations would be, but it'd be like we give everyone 20 grand or something stupid, and next thing you know, drugs are popping off and gangs have grown, and it just gets worse.
Yeah, exactly. The original reparations was supposed to be like 40 acres and a mule. Abraham Lincoln was like he would be considered a racist guy now because he didn't even want like after he freed them, he didn't even want them in the United States. And he sent his ambassador to like Africa to like find a country to dump them off in. So
okay, honestly though, like I think that makes the most sense, to be honest. Like I don't know if that sounds racist, but why would that not make the most sense? We stole them from their country. Why not throw them back when we're done? Because we decided we weren't going to do it. Give them back.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like they don't even want like they complain that they were kidnapped and forced to leave their continent. So why wouldn't they want to return? And some of them did return. They started a country called Liberia.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. But yeah,
that's too controversial.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into like the weird like the arguments about like colonialism and shit. But yeah, they just went back and they started a country called Liberia, and let's just say like it doesn't hold to much higher standard than the other African countries.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't know whether or not to feel bad for them or think that they should be bettering themselves. But third world countries, like I don't know if it's just that they don't have resources or they don't know how to progress. or they just don't have the mindset to. But I think it's just like ridiculous that they can't get their lives together. They can't. I
Yeah,
don't know why they don't, but they don't.
I, 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 I mean, fuck, dude. Should I really? I'm just gonna like present two sides of an argument for why that is the case. So I'll start with the more leftist argument, I guess you could call it. So the
Yeah,
leftists say like colonialism broke. Like, let's just talk about Africa, or I guess it applies like overall, but Africa is probably like the best example. So they say like colonialism broke the African continent, and they had these European powers that were, controlling the resources. They weren't really building the people up, I guess you could say. Like they were oppressing the people there, uh, and that's why that it's still in the condition it is today, because they were under these European powers, and then the powers just left them, and now they like I don't fucking know. They're just a lost cause because of that. And the more like extreme right view is like, well, they're just like stupid. They have like low IQs. They're incapable of structuring societies. Like even when they're shown how to, like even when they're guided to, they never manage to uh, know how to like use infrastructure or whatever the fuck. And that's why uh, they never managed to build successful nations.
yeah, and I can see. I mean, it's not a great argument, but at the same time, I can see how that would be conveyed as like, yeah, that makes sense. But to me, honestly, it's more of like there's no way that all of them have a low IQ. America started at some point too with people who were just trying to figure something out, and they worked towards progressing and improving and innovating. I don't know. I don't know if third world countries just aren't doing that, or they're satisfied with what they've got, or maybe people are helping them too much. Like first world countries are just helping them too much to where they third world just don't care.
Sorry, say that again.
I think that there's no way to say that, like, because you said your what was it, your left view, or yeah, your left view was that they're all too dumb and they just don't care, and they just you know they
That's like
can't progress.
that's more of like the hell just happened. You're still there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, I got disconnected from the. Okay, there we go. Oops.
Are we still live?
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, you were saying that one of those sides where it says like the thought that they're just too dumb to progress, and that's why they've stayed third world countries. I think that there's
Yeah.
no way to properly say that because every country has started as this new country. Nobody's really sure what they're doing, but the few have risen up. The smart ones have innovated. The political ones have like negotiated and all this stuff to become a first world country and become something important, something big. I think that maybe the reason third world countries aren't, like innovating and progressing is that maybe they're getting too much help from first world countries. These, they don't care as much because
Yeah,
everyone else is picking up the slack.
that's possible. Um, yeah, it's possible that they become like dependent on us to support them, and they don't know how to fucking support themselves.
Yeah,
Because like,
they've become too dependent on us.
oh, and like another argument is like, desert. What's the word? Desert desertification. I think that's what it's called. Like with global warming, and it's changing the environment there, and it's hard to like grow crops. Um, that might be the case, but like Africa is a very like resource rich nation, and they can like harness these resources and like trade them for other goods like food or whatever. They could
Yeah,
they could like potentially be like some of the most successful countries on earth. Um, and there's also like other like corporate powers that are intervening in there, and they're like preventing these nations from developing because they're exploiting them for their resources. There's
oh
also
yeah, yeah.
um, so it's I mean it's a complicated issue. Like I don't think like it might be a combination of all these things. But I don't know.
Yeah, that I mean, there's no way of telling because we won't know. Nobody's totally sure why people just can't become societal or functioning members of society. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get how they're all still third world countries. Like, why are they? How are they struggling? I want to know why.
Like Japan, like would have been considered a like a third world country at one point, but they got Western support and they became Westernized and they advanced technology and industrialized, and they became one of the greatest economies and powers on the place of the earth, the face of the earth.
Yeah, and I don't know why everyone can't just at least try that. I don't know what they're all doing.
Yeah, and then there's like overpopulation. Like you can look at like India and compare it to like China. India is like they have like a similar population, sort of a similar landscape, I guess, like environment, but yet
Yeah,
like one country is like way more successful than the other. So is
yeah,
it like is it a fact? Like what is like what are the factors like? Because like one started out as like democratic, the other one started out as like communist, authoritarian.
yeah.
But like I don't understand. Fuck.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to put ourselves in their shoes too. And I don't think it's something that you could just understand altogether. I don't think there's no way that you could just look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, it's because this leader back in the day screwed over the economy and that's why they're not able to recover from it yet and it's just going to take a while." Like there's no way to just do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think it could fall on one particular thing, like one particular reason.
Yeah. And if it was that easy, they would obviously just fix it and not be a third world country anymore.
Exactly. Um. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Like, oh, Jesus. What were we saying again?
What?
You still there?
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, yeah. Um,
Oh, I
I
got
think we should do like an experiment.
what?
Like, we should do like an experiment where like we take like one African country that's third world country, and we don't lend any support, and we just leave it alone. And just see what happens. Um,
Yeah, maybe just see. I mean, if they're self-sustaining, then that's great. That they can stay a third world country that's self-sustaining, that's probably a better way of life, to be honest. But if yeah, if they can actually progress up into something that's like a big power, then yeah, that'd be interesting to see if they can actually do it. I don't think they can, to be honest. I think that they need.
Probably not.
Actually, no. I think that they need to be cut off in order to do it. That's what I meant.
I think like we should also like experiment and see like what type of assistance would be best. Like, would education be best? Would like financial aid be best? Like, and just see which solution like would benefit and the most.
Yeah, yeah, I see that.
Because like education is probably the best solution because like they have these like resources and they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like even if you educate people, it still doesn't guarantee that they're gonna go out and make that change and do whatever they need to do.
Probably not. IQ has become like a taboo subject.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know what yours is? Don't they? Do they test you in the military?
I don't think so.
Uh, what yours is,
Wait, what?
Mr. Keenan? Do you know what yours is,
Why what?
Keenan? Damn it.
Can you hear me? You're cutting out a lot. What are you saying?
Your IQ.
My IQ, is that what you said?
Oh, hang on a second.
Come on back. Let's go.
Okay, sorry. You hear me now?
Yeah, finally. Jeez.
I don't know. My internet here is fucking trash.
Yeah, I know.
Bullshit, dude. I live in like a first world country and supposedly one of the nicest cities in the goddamn country. My internet boggles up and down like a horny teenager masturbating. That's the weirdest fucking metaphor I've ever seen. You know
Yeah,
what?
at least you used your own personal life for that metaphor.
Exactly. That's that. Like, I think metaphors just resonate with our with our own personal lives. Um, let's just talk about the most taboo things right now.
What is that? Like what to say? You
Let's talk
started then.
about
I don't know. I don't know what that what that would be.
let's talk about IQ.
Okay.
IQ and how it relates to other things. Okay. So what's your IQ?
I don't know, dude.
Nah, fuck it. Who cares?
There's no real IQ, dude. Like think about it. You can't have a standardized test for all of civilization and think that it's actually well representative.
Probably not. But you can um generally measure intelligence. Like,
Well, yeah, but that would just be like smart, dumb, retarded, and then like newborn
genius
baby.
or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, there's all these different categories.
Yeah, I don't think it can be put into a numerical
How we
value.
measure intelligence. But like just like, God damn it, are you cutting out? Am I cutting out?
Yeah, that's why I'm interrupting you, huh?
Can you? Yeah, okay, yeah. Am I cutting out?
A little bit. You were.
Yeah, I'm cutting out.
Oh my God. Ah,
I'm just gonna use my data. I mean, what's the point of having
if it
25
worked.
gigabytes a month if you're gonna not use it? So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, IQ. So like basically like we have these like general abilities of intelligence like problem solving, pattern recognition, uh, the ability to like receive and use information. So like you can like apply these different skills, if you want to call it that, or abilities to like many different problems. And depending on how highly you are able to use these abilities, it can depend on like how successful you be or whatever. God, you sound like a fucking spaz.
Yeah, the only thing I see with that is that like people use that um people are able to solve things differently. People don't, they're not all the same thought process. And so, one
Oh,
guy might use one strategy and then, they say, oh, according to the test, you're supposed to do it this way because it's supposed to be faster. So yeah, you're probably not very smart. And it's like, no, he still got it done
yeah,
properly.
that's true. Like if you come to the same conclusion with different uh, methods, then you could arguably be, just smart. Or if you come to like different conclusions using the same methods or whatever, like,
Yeah.
because like, I mean, even if you get the answer wrong, but you have like a logical thought process that, you know, methodically unravels the problem. God damn it, dude. Wow. What am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know. But yeah, it's you get what I'm saying though. Like
Yeah.
so like Like, have you ever taken an IQ test?
Yeah, I've taken the ones online.
Like, it's basically like you got like these like shapes because like they want you to like be able to solve it like regardless of your language or cultural background. So you got like these different like shapes and patterns, and you have to like fill in the gap with like what shape will be next or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
so, uh, so like people should be able to like if they're highly cognitive, they should be able to come to the same conclusion every single time, and get like the right answer if their thought process is right. And it doesn't really matter like how you deduce it. I'm sure there's multiple ways to deduce it, but like you should be able to come to the same conclusion, right?
Okay, and then so like let me throw this variable at you. What if, I mean, some people might argue that being able to finish a task in a certain amount of time shows that you're more cognitive.
Yeah.
But what if, well, what if people are like, no, actually, being able to solve it at all is the cognitive part, and time is just a factor that people want to consider, for certain areas, but it's not always needed. So like if somebody solves something in 10 minutes and the average is supposed to be 45 minutes, that what does it
I
matter? I mean, people still solved it.
it matters because like how do I say this? Like they're more quick-witted. Like they could come up with more solutions in a certain amount of time than the average person can. Like if that makes sense. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter like if they came to the same conclusion, but like because like I don't know what am I saying? Like you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah, like you would be able to solve um like way more problems in that amount. Like you know, like
Yeah.
you'd be able like it would be more beneficial to think faster and come to the right answer than it would be to like think slower. You know,
Yeah, as long as you're getting the right answer, I guess it wouldn't be too much of a problem.
it wouldn't be. It would be a benefit. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like let's assume that no one knows about the problem beforehand, yet like someone's able to solve it like much faster. Like that's
Well, yeah, I mean, you could argue that it's a benefit. I think it's a risk. I think I don't care how fast you solve one problem, I don't think you're going to be able to solve 50 of them that fast, because it's going to be an overload, and I don't think people can handle that.
well, that's your opinion.
Well, I'm also a scientist and I've studied this.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. You studied intelligence, psychology, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it also depends on like the complexity. Like if they're able to come to the right conclusions that quickly, and that must mean they're like superior versus someone who comes to the conclusion more slowly, I suppose. Like they could also be more knowledgeable. Like I don't know. Like it's complicated shit.
Yeah, but I think that, I mean, I don't think it matters who you are or how fast you can think. that is more prone to wrong answers, coming to the conclusion as fast as you can.
That's not necessarily true.
It has to be. There's no way that somebody's always right in a certain amount of time. It's just not. It's not possible
Why not?
because that's computer level genius. And if somebody's as smart as a computer, there's no way they're functioning as a real There's no possible way they're living in society
Why?
because they would be too
Well, why do you
smart
think
for
these like
all of
geniuses are
society.
like total spazzes and weirdos, introverts?
Who?
Like all like most geniuses throughout history have been that way, and they haven't really fit into society well, and so they become introverted or whatever.
Maybe, yeah, but I don't think all those geniuses have never been wrong about
Well, of
any
course,
of
they've
the.
been wrong. Like
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If you try to solve something correctly quickly, you're more prone to getting it wrong because you're rushing the process.
um yeah, that's I mean that could be true. Like if you want to like review it more and ensure that you're right. Like if you're uncertain of yourself, then you're probably more of a genius than someone who's like confident about everything they do.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Because like I
That
feel
is a
like
good way to put it.
uncertainty arises from logic and confidence arises from emotion.
Yeah.
But it could be either way though. I don't know. Damn, I'm so fucking. Look at how much of an unconfident beta male I am. Let's talk about that now. Beta, beta, alpha, omega, all these like different labels that they've attributed to these like different like um I don't know what to call them, sexualities, like these different sexual types. Uh,
Yeah.
what do you think about all that? Like, you researched that before?
No, I just kind of I've heard about it, but I think it's
You think it's a bunch of bullshit?
well, yeah, for one, I think it's totally stupid and it makes no sense because not everyone's always an alpha male. Not only everyone's always a beta male. Everyone's gonna, lead and follow. There's no just pure leaders. There's no pure followers.
Yeah, it
Um,
depends on like the situation you're in. Like,
exactly. Like, yeah, if you're not good at math and then you have to work with a group to solve a math problem, but you're an alpha male, usually, yeah, you're not going to be solving that math problem.
yeah, if you're an alpha, like in social situations, but like you're gonna be a beta in like introverted situations, I guess you could say.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's why it's stupid. But at the same time, I don't,
But
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot like I'll just say it because everyone, I think it's ridiculous. Signs, people's astrological signs. It's the same
oh
idea.
yeah,
It
it kind of
uses
is, honestly.
what's the word I'm looking for? Generic
Intuition.
answers. It uses
Oh,
generic answers to
fuck.
um, satisfy everyone, I guess, like to cover all of the ground so that it seems like they're right all the time. So by saying,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I'm a beta
Yeah, they
male in
use
this
like vague
situation.
answers so it can be interpreted in like millions of
Yeah,
different
there it
ways.
is. Yeah, vague. So it's super vague just so that, everyone can get their own view of it and be like, oh, this is exactly right.
That's what the Bible is. Like,
Yeah, that too. Yeah, exactly.
because like people have used uh biblical I don't fucking know. They've used God damn it, what is wrong with me today? My
What,
my
like Bible
vocabulary.
verses?
Yeah, but yeah, verses, sorry. They use biblical verses to like justify like evil things because like it can be interpreted and like also they use it to like for like prophecy, like, oh, it said like the cow shit in the stars, and then this thing happened, and like it's like, how do you know it meant that? How do you know what that meant? Like you know what I'm saying? God damn it!
Yeah, it's all made up garbage that people say they know it because someone told me about it and now I know it. That's literally all it is. It's just like a
But like I could see
continuum
like
of retardation.
I could kind of see like the argument like in nature, um, how there's like alpha and beta chimps, and like the chimps like fuck all the females, and the betas like do the bidding of the alpha. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
that's because they're less advanced creatures, and that's primitive thinking.
Yeah,
Alpha and
exactly.
beta is primitive, and that's why it works in the wild, but not in society, because in the wild you don't have that beta chimp going, "Hey man, this isn't fair, and I think you need to change." It's more like, "Hey, the alpha male just killed the beta male." That's literally what just happens.
Pretty much. But like, what about like the CEOs of like companies or something? Like until unlike those types of social situations, like would it apply? Like, do we use our nature even in those types of situations?
Or like regress back to
Because like we
primitive.
we still have like these impulses, but do we like actually use them anymore? I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's selfishness. That's straight up selfishness is
Yeah,
our natural impulse is to get the best for ourselves first and then focus on like what else can we do for other people. That's straight up that's how it works. I mean, because I've never seen a wolf hunt a uh, whatever they hunt and then give it to their buddy first.
Um, sometimes it happens because they work in packs and they want all the members of their packs to survive. Because they'll be larger in numbers and take down larger predators and so on. But there's
Yeah, I
like
mean,
a
I know that some animals do it for their younglings, but
yeah, they're not
um,
doing it to like be nice, be altruistic. They're just doing it because it will benefit them in the long run. Like even that's like a selfish reason. Like sometimes it's selfish to help other people because they'll help you later on. Whatever.
oh yeah, because I honestly do not believe that people do things for no outcome. Everyone expects something. Everyone expects something.
Um. Yeah,
I
for the
don't think
most
I
part.
honestly don't think it might be stupid to say, but I don't think that people don't expect something. Like even like you might say like, oh, what about those videos of people helping homeless people? It's a video that they're
Yeah.
profiting off of. They are making
Exactly.
money off of that. It's selfish.
Um. I'd say the only selfless people are the ones we don't know about because they don't
Exactly.
make themselves known.
Yeah, and that's exactly why you won't find them because they live in the shadows, they do their selfless act and then they go away and nobody talks about them, nobody sees them.
Yeah.
They just look like normal people and then they do something awesome and then they leave.
Yeah. And that might be the fuck. God damn it. That might be like the corruption in our society. Like the way our society is formed is corrupt to where that happens. To where
I
we
think
don't
it's
pay attention to the
societal
true selfless
standards.
people. Yeah. Um. Yeah. It's a bunch of bullshit. What else was I gonna talk about? Taboo. So we've talked about like racism in third world countries. Let's talk about transgender athletes. And you're an
Oh,
athlete.
yes.
So yeah, you get to. I'm gonna let you light the fire on this one. Go ahead. I'll be right back.
Okay, I will get this started. BB with the Robins, looking all retarded, BB sagging. Anyway, oh my gosh, transgender athletes, absolutely, maybe. Yeah, there's two sides to this argument, I think, because you can definitely, I mean, yeah, if you want to have a transgender guy wrestle a transgender guy, sure, because you're basically not breaking any rules. But if it's a transgender girl or a transgender guy wrestling a natural born girl, that is absolutely wrong because aside from what people may think about, oh, everyone, girls can be just as big and strong as guys, false. I think it's 100% false because, I mean, genetically and scientifically, it is false. Guys have an upper hand in most physical attributes. Um, on the other hand, I think, I mean, I already stated the other hand where it's like if you want two transgenders working against each other, in a sport, fine, so be it. That's basically just like having a regular sport. Um, and yeah, that's totally fine. But I don't think that having a transgender integrated into the opposite sport or opposite gender sport is fair at all for either one of them. Even if a girl that turns into a guy wants to play basketball or something, um, it's still not fair to her um, because she might not be performing as well um,
All
unless,
right,
of
what you
course,
said.
she's playing against some
Give me a quick summary of what
non-athlete.
you just said.
Yeah,
What's
so
your
I said
position on it?
I think that there's a 50-50, but it's actually definitely leaning towards no. Um,
Yeah. Why is that?
I can see both sides. Both sides are very understandable, but I think that even the yes side is still kind of a no because saying yeah to transgenders playing in sports, I think that they should only be allowed to play against other transgenders, mostly in
Yeah.
like the aspect of like wrestling. That's where I was kind of focusing on because that's the most like one-on-one physical demanding sport.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like if a transgender guy who turned into a girl wants to wrestle a guy who turned into a girl, go right ahead. It's basically the same as a guy wrestling a guy. Like I couldn't care less because that's at least equal.
So what if
On the
they
other hand,
transitioned at like a much earlier age? So like the hormones they took like made them like way more feminine to where like they were basically had like female biology, like they had like the same muscle mass and everything else.
okay, yeah, that's a pretty good point. I think that you let them do their own sports, and then the winner is uh, who cares because it's still not right. They still should not. I don't think you should tamper with your gender at all. I don't think you should. That should not be allowed. Um,
Um,
but like, yeah, it's in the end, it's like okay, a guy girl beat up a guy girl, cool.
um yeah, I could see that. Uh
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like really not sympathetic, empathetic, whichever one it is for oh, I always felt like a girl, so I wanted to be a girl, and then I wanted to beat up on girls because I've always felt like a girl. It's like no, I'm sorry, that's not how that
yeah,
works.
I could see like the guy like who's in like his 20s and he's already gone through puberty and all of a sudden like he wants to change. Like
Yeah,
okay, fine. But like if you felt like that since you were like a young age and like you've been struggling with it mentally, I don't know what solution it would be the best. Like if you generally do have gender dysphoria, which is like a real mental illness, like I don't know what would be the best solution for that. Like would it be best to transition or what? Like I don't know.
yeah. I mean, nowadays, I mean, there's like kids in elementary school who already know that they're gay, which I think is ridiculous.
Yeah, that
There's
is.
absolutely no way you can know that you're gay in elementary. I don't think you should know that. Like, I think you should be able to find out like midway through high school, maybe. Like that that seems about the right age. There's absolutely no way before
Yeah,
you've even done anything.
even like boys, even like straight boys, like they looked at girls and were like, "Ew, I'm gonna get cuties or whatever the fuck." They
Yeah,
weren't even into it. Like so, like sexuality shouldn't be introduced to children at that age. That's weird.
yeah, yeah. No, definitely not. But that, yeah, it's just the issue of like kids nowadays think that they're, oh, I'm feeling this, so I must be a girl inside. And like, no, sorry, I don't think so. I think you're just taking it too far.
I think the parents are sort of encouraging them way too far. Like
Yeah, probably.
um, they're they're sort of like leading them on, I guess you could say, because they want to be progressive.
Yeah, all these
Um,
dads coming out, they're like, hey, if you like talking to their sons, if you've ever thought about a boy, you know that you're gay, right? And it's like, okay. Like,
um, yeah, that's true. Uh, what do you think of those trap queens reading to kids?
trap queens or drag queens?
Or yeah, drag, whatever. I don't know. Like drag.
Well, because trapping is way different than dragging. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
What do you know about the the drag trap culture or something? Are you an
Well,
expert on
no,
that?
but no, they're like completely different things.
What's the difference?
As far as I know, trapping is. I'm gonna look it up to make sure.
I thought they were
Um,
just like cross dressing. Like I thought they were just basically the same thing.
hold on. Trapping. Here we go. Trapping in trap slang word. Trap has numerous definitions. Any place where drugs are being exchanged.
I don't know.
So
Um,
drag is guys dressing up like girls, and trapping is making cocaine.
well, there's like,
Or no, selling
well,
cocaine.
you
My
know,
bad.
like that question, like, are traps gay?
It's drags.
I could have sworn. Oh fuck it, who
No,
cares?
Yeah, drags.
Let's get about drag queens
Guys dressing
reading the
like girls.
children. What do you think of drag queens reading the children?
Um, I honestly I don't care because if they're a young enough child, they're gonna go, oh, that guy looks weird, but um, because you can definitely tell they're still guys. Like it's not, they're not hiding much.
True.
But no, like it's fine. I don't care if they're still functioning parts of society. That's fine as long as they're doing their part to be normal. And I say normal as obviously a very loose term. Um, but but yeah, as long as they're still doing what they need to do, and they're not sitting there talking to all the kids like, y'all better dress up as girls when you get older, boys, and like pushing their ideals.
Aren't they sort of like feminizing them and making them like comfortable with those things? Like,
Well, if they're a young enough age, it's not going to affect them. I mean, if they're like
I don't know.
going through the hardest, like if they're like 12, 13, 14, where it's like the most puberty, like where all of that, where it's just, oh, it's all going crazy right there. Then yeah, probably try to steer them towards a little bit more societal norm things, like take them to a strip club.
What the fuck? Um, okay. I don't know if that's a good idea either, because that might make them into like rapists or like
Yeah, they're like
public
pedophiles.
offenders or something. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Because like it could just be like a guy like dressing in like a wacky uniform, like I don't know. But it could also be a guy like introducing sexuality to these kids. Because I mean,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the concept of like dressing as the opposite sex is already like sexual in nature, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't. I mean, I would prefer they didn't read to kids. Like, let's just say that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's more like if they're going to, so be it. I mean, there's as long as it's not like getting out of hand and they're,
Um,
doing something wrong,
let's talk about another taboo thing. Um, so you brought up puberty earlier. When did you first start going through puberty?
Not sure why this has anything to do with what we're talking about, but
Dude, shut the fuck up.
yeah, you're taking notes, aren't you, you little pervert?
Oh yeah, dude. I want to know every single pube hair that
Yeah.
wound
Dude,
up on your dick.
put your dongle away, homie.
Sorry, man. But like, here, I'll talk about it. Fine. If you're
I was
not
gonna
too
say,
all right, go ahead.
all right. I think I started when I really just started getting a lot of acne, to be honest. So like 12, 13.
Did your parents like tell you about it before you started, or did like was it a surprise?
No, they've never talked to me about it.
Oh shit. Um,
Yeah, I
did they
just
teach
figured it
you
out on my
about it in
own.
school?
No, dude. Actually, we never got sex ed in our school. And also nobody ever talked about puberty because I don't think that's even a thing
What do you mean?
in schools. I don't think schools like have to talk to you about puberty.
Oh, I thought they did. Okay. Well, I mean, they talked about it in my school. I went to school in Colorado, so I sort of got like a heads up before it like started. Um, before I started getting hair on like my balls and like my
Your
under my
neck.
armpits, and like shut the fuck up.
I
And my like I started smelling like shit. Um,
think
and like
that started first because I played sports a lot, and so I noticed that I started smelling really bad.
oh, I thought that. Yeah, like I had to like start wearing deodorant. Um, then like I no, like honestly, you're right, dude. I fucking hate my life. I started getting like these little whiskers like under my neck when I was fucking like 14 or 13 or something. It was so gross, and like I was like, oh, I just like pulled them out of my fucking out my face and my neck.
Yeah.
It was gross. Then like I started getting like hair on my fucking hands, my feet, and shit. Um, then like I didn't really go through like a growth spurt because my parents put me on this like fucking ADHD medication, and it like stunted my growth. So I only grew up to be like 5'8", 5'9" ish, and like I was
Nah, dude,
told
you're 6'3". You're 6'3".
I was told I was gonna be like because my uncle my grandfather was really fucking tall. He was like 6'4" or something. So I was told I was gonna be like 5'11" or something, and then I ended up being only like 5'8". So there's that. Um, my voice kind of started getting deeper, though. I still sound like a pussy. Uh,
Yeah, my voice, I don't like my voice. I wish it had been deeper.
I don't know why. Like, I started wearing glasses. Like I didn't start wearing glasses until I was like 12, or no, like when I was 13. So that was really weird and random that my eyesight sort of fainted.
You're getting
Oh,
old at 12.
what?
You need cataracts at 17 years old.
What is that?
It's like the laser eye surgery, or you had
Oh
no
yeah, like
cataract.
LASIK or whatever.
Yeah,
I kind of want to get
LASIK
that.
is yeah, LASIK's the surgery. Cataract is what you have before
It's
you get the
really
surgery.
expensive. It's like $1,000 a lot. I
Yeah,
think it's probably worth it, but I don't. Do you have any problems with your eyesight or hearing or anything?
No, I have perfect eyesight. I have 2010.
Uh,
Um, my hearing, yeah, honestly, because I have a deviated septum in my nose, and you know that your septum like kind of leads to your ears,
yeah.
like it all connects. So yeah, my it's deviated to the left a little bit, and so my left nostril is a little bit cut off, and it makes my left ear a little bit quieter with stuff, but that's about it.
Have you always had that?
Yeah, I've
Like,
always had it, but I've also broken my nose twice, so that didn't
Jesus.
help.
When did you break your fucking nose?
I broke it when I was 8. I got hit when we were playing like backyard football, or no, like at school. We were playing like Smear the Queer, which you're not allowed to say
They still
anymore.
play that.
Dude, I was like 8 years old.
Smear the straight.
Yes, Smear the non-identifier. But no, we were playing that, and I got like shoulder checked in the face.
Jesus.
Um, and then I did it again at football, and I got headbutted by my own teammate. Because we weren't wearing helmets. It was like a
No, so, I don't know. Like, I thought of like he just like went up to you and he's like, "You pussy," and he fucking like slammed his head into you. Like, but no, it's probably like you guys were just like, "Oh fuck, god damn it!" Like, can't tell it funny way.
Yeah, I know, because you can't formulate thoughts because you're retarded.
I know that. God damn it.
No, but like we were playing this. It's just like a thing that you do in football where you just do a lot of like passing stuff. And he ran into me to try to block the ball from the kid who was like in front of me. And bro, it was so crazy. Like I heard my nose like explode. Like I just heard
Oh,
one like massive crack.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was
And
crazy. And then it
blood
started
like just
gushing
splattered
blood.
everywhere.
Yeah, it
Oh,
started gushing blood. Like it didn't stop for like a half hour. And then when I
oh,
got
geez.
home, dude, my nose was like the size of my thumb, like width wise. Like it was fat. And then it was like, I think it was like probably 2 or 3 mil off to the left.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it
No
was like
wonder you look like
noticeably
that.
broken. What?
What? No wonder you look like such an ugly bastard.
No, yeah. Plus, no, it's funny though, because I actually have a naturally like somewhat big nose, and I've broken it twice. So now the bridge of my nose is
Oh,
huge.
Jesus.
But it's better than being it's better than being a short, ugly kid with glasses with a neck beard.
Is it though? Is it?
No, it 100% is not.
Yeah, you're right. You wish you could have a neck beard.
Yeah, I just wish that I could just feel the warmth on my face all the time.
God damn, not this. Yeah. Uh, um. What was I saying earlier? Okay, let's see. So, is your family like really obnoxious? Like you're, like outside of like your um parents and your siblings, like your aunts and uncles, like how are they?
Um,
And your grandparents or whatever, if they're still alive.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't talk to my mom's brothers and sisters a lot because they live in California.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I don't really talk to them. But my dad's sister lives in Arizona, like really close to us. She's always been really close. But she's kind of crazy. I don't know. I think it's funny. I love like it whenever she taught. It's just like hilarious. Like we always just laugh. Um,
Why?
because she's always drunk, and it's the
Oh,
funniest. It's the funniest thing in the world. Because she just like is so out of it.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, that's funny. And then my grandparents. I don't know. My grandparents are all kind of chill.
that's cool. So like my fucking I don't really know anyone on my mom's side, but like on my dad's side, like there are all these like obnoxious fucking Italian, Irish people who are like they're like really like what's the word? Like they're very like virtuous and progressive and like they're always like critical of each other and they always get in like fights and shit. And they're like um God damn it. I better not fuck up this story. Cause like it won't be as good. But like they're basically like if one person has like a position that's like slightly off than the rest of them, they're like, "Oh, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You're ignorant." And like they're like, and then they just like back down and they're like, fuck this family. Oh,
Wow, you must
like
not fit in
my
at all.
family's like fucking Game of Thrones or something. No joke. Like there's
Yeah,
like
you
a
must not fit in.
I don't fit in. I hate them all.
Well, if they're all like progressive and whatnot, and then they're all saying that like you're ignorant, dude.
No,
Oof.
I just listen to them. They're like even if you don't take a position, they're still fucking like berate you. Like try
Yeah,
to like convert you.
they're like not thinking of anything is ignorant.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, you don't have a position, then you're part of the problem too.
Yeah. And then you
Um,
say your position, and they're like, "You're still probably the problem."
yeah, exactly. they're, they're like the Borg or something. You know what the Borg is, right? You're not that ignorant of
The
science fiction.
Borg?
Yeah, you know the Borg from Star Trek.
I think so. I've
We are
heard
the
of it. I know
Borg.
that.
Lower your shields. We will assimilate you. Uh, that's basically it. It's like a giant like blob of these like entities, and they all like resemble each other. And like, God damn
That's sick.
it! Just look it up. Um, what else? They're like a collective. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So why did you not sleep for 30 hours? Or was that just like a bullshit?
No, I actually have not slept in 30 hours.
Jesus
Um,
Christ. What have you been
well,
doing?
now it's like 33 hours.
Oh,
Um,
oh wow, we've been talking about.
now we've been talking for 2 hours.
Oh,
So yeah, 30, 32, 33, something like that. But no, literally like Friday night, I woke up at, no, dude, I'm actually going, wait, I don't know. I woke up at like 4:30 or 5 in the afternoon because I had stayed up pretty late on Thursday night.
okay.
So I woke up late in the day on Friday, and I
Yeah.
had to go to work. Wait, oh my
Oh,
gosh,
you
dude,
still
no,
have a
I'm
job? Wait, where do you
what?
work?
I work at Vans.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah,
Did you just get hired there?
yeah. Literally, I started last week on Monday.
How was it? Like, did you have to like deal with like a bunch of stoners and hippies and shit?
No, not really.
Oh,
Um, the people there are actually really cool. But some of the people that come in are just like the
weirdos.
dumbest people I've ever talked to.
Makes
You know?
sense. Who else would buy shoes like that?
No, like so just some people are just like I just don't like customer service in that perspective because it's like or respective
I'm just saying
because
it's like
it's
it's way better than working at like fast food or something.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, so I started that a while ago. Anyway, yeah, I think so. Let's see. I worked Friday night 5 to 9,
Okay.
so that means I was up. No, okay, I woke up at 11 on Friday.
Yeah.
So 11 a.m. to 11:42 Saturday night.
That's how late you. That's how long you worked. Or
No, that's how long I've been up.
oh,
That's only 24 hours, right? Or no, that's 36
Yeah,
hours.
that's 24 hours and 42 minutes.
No, it's not, because 11 a.m.
Yeah, 11 a.m. to 11 p. 11:42 p.m.
Yeah, that's 36 hours.
Or no, it isn't. No, that's 12 hours and 42 minutes. Not fucking. Or which day? What was it? The same day?
Okay, Friday
Oh,
morning.
tell it again.
Friday morning, I woke up at 11,
Okay.
and then I stayed awake all the way till Friday night. I stayed up all the way through Saturday morning,
Okay.
and I've been up all of Saturday. So
Oh, then you stayed
12
up
hours.
till.
So it's 24 hours all the way to Saturday morning, and then another 12 on that to be Saturday night.
Well, from 11 a.m. to 11:42 p.m. Saturday, that would be 36.
Just make it easy. Make it one day.
36
11
hours.
a.m. on Friday to 11 a.m. on Saturday is 24, and then 12 hours on
No, that's
Saturday.
36.
Yeah, so it's 36 hours.
Yeah, and then what else after 11:42?
What do you mean?
Oh, God damn it! You said you stayed up till 11:42 on Saturday.
Dude, it is Saturday.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, it is Saturday. What the fuck?
I'm still up. That's what I'm saying.
God damn! I thought it was Sunday. I don't know why. Oh well. Um. Yeah. So you've been up for 36 hours.
36 hours, and I worked yesterday, so that was fun. But I played Minecraft for 12 hours last night.
Holy shit!
I'm not even
How?
joking, dude. I got home from work at 10, and I didn't get off Minecraft till like 10:15 this morning.
You play survival or do you play like multiplayer or what?
No, I play survival, bro. I'm hardcore.
Yeah. You're not as hardcore as me with creative mode.
Yeah, whatever.
I love Minecraft.
Same, dude. It's such a timeless game.
What? Yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna ask you about your Minecraft stats.
I don't think I have stats. I just play it, and then when I die, I delete the world and start a new one.
Yeah, makes sense. You just like you don't like if you set up a bed, like you respawn there, right?
Well, yeah, but I lose all my stuff because I always die super far
Why do you
away.
carry it all? Like just leave some behind. Like leave most of your valuable things. Like honestly, like if you have like diamond tools or whatever, just leave them in a fucking chest behind, and just like use iron shit because it's easy to find iron.
Yeah, but then what's the point of even having diamond tools?
So you could like if you go to like the Netherworld or wherever, is that what it's called, the Netherworld?
Yeah, Nether. It's Nether.
Um, like I don't know, like unless you have like a ton of fucking diamonds already, that's not really a good idea to bring it because you'll probably die there anyways.
Well, yeah, there's a good chance you die in the Nether because that place is filled with like just mobs all over. But
And there's lava everywhere, and it's just
yeah,
fucking.
and it's all a bunch of high cliffs and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Those
Um,
fucking blaze things and like there's
the
there's
blaze,
all kinds of dangerous shit.
the
Yeah, those
gas,
things too.
what
Those are
is it?
annoying.
The pigmen.
The pigmen aren't that bad. Um, I think the
Yeah, but if
knights
you,
are probably worse. Those what are those things? The ender knights or whatever? Or no, not the ender knights.
the ender skeletons, right?
What I don't know. What are they called? Whatever those things are called, like the black skeletons with the swords. Those things are
Yeah, those things are
dangerous.
huge, and they deal ridiculous damage.
Yeah, I've died like multiple times there. I just want to rage quit, but then like I'm like, oh, what's the point? I mean, I've already gone this far. Who cares if I lose a little bit of shit?
I feel like you haven't played it in a while because they added like 6 new mobs, and these mobs are like so OP. It's not even funny.
Really? Like what? I haven't played it since like 2000. I don't know, 16 or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're way behind.
What did they add?
They've added a lot of new what is it called? Like they add like horses and llamas and donkeys and just a bunch of new stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they added water zombies that can
Water
swim around.
zombies?
Yeah, they can swim through water like super fast. So if you're ever swimming, they'll attack you.
Oh my god.
And then they added three new mobs that all resemble the same thing, but they're all like biome. What is it called?
Those like
Like
the skeleton things with like the hoods or whatever. Maybe I think
skeletons.
I don't fucking know. What do they look like?
The new mobs.
Yeah.
They look like villagers. But
Oh
no,
yeah.
they look like Hey, do you know what? No, do you know what Super Mario? Those big bricks that like fall down
Yeah.
every time you pass by.
Yeah.
They look like that. Like their faces are like that, and they're the same color, but they're on like villagers' bodies,
Oh, that's weird.
and they're extremely angry, and they'll attack you if you get close to their base.
They have like a base. That's fucking cool. Where
Yeah,
do you
there's so
find
much
those?
loot.
Like, where do you? How are they easy to find? Like those types of bases?
Yeah, dude, they overloaded the game with like new loot and bases, and they have treasure maps and shipwrecks. It's crazy.
Oh, that sounds fucking sweet.
It's actually super awesome because it's like, like the original Minecraft where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go strip mine for 3.5 hours. Now it's like, okay, I'm gonna go find a treasure map and then attack these guys. Um, and like, just it's a lot more action packed.
Where do you find like the treasure maps?
Treasure maps are usually on shipwrecks, and they're usually pretty close to the shipwreck.
Where? How far out are the shipwrecks?
They can be as far as like I literally found three shipwrecks within probably 300 blocks of each other.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
like it wasn't like a lot. Actually, maybe it was like 200 blocks because it was like I basically went over one like little ridge and saw a new one and then turned right and saw another one. I was like, "Oh my God."
Oh crap. That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's actually really fun and they have like really good loot on them.
What's
So
like
it's
in the
like
treasure?
totally worth it. The treasure map or the treasure, yeah, when you find it,
Yeah, what's in it?
they added this new block called like sea. It's like something of the sea, something. It's like heart of the sea, I think, something like that. And you get one of those every time, and then they give you like iron bars and gold bars, and um, sometimes they'll give you. I think one time I got another treasure map, but I'm not totally sure like
Oh,
if they did. They've given me a lot of paper. I know that.
does it come with like a lot of shit? Like the treasure?
Yeah, no, the treasure can like it can be pretty good. Like I found a lot of I don't know why, but they give out a lot of enchanted leather armor, which is
Oh,
like it's kind of like um, dressing up a piece of dog crap.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because it's like leather armor is garbage, and then when you enchant it, you just make a piece of garbage a little bit nicer. It's like I have a lot of leather armor that's enchanted, but it isn't even as strong as like chainmail.
Yeah. What's the point of fucking leather? Like you have to kill like 50 cows just to get enough leather to make a full leather
Exactly. It's like not
body
even
armor.
worth it.
It's useless.
Yeah. But yeah, I just ride around on my horse because they like go so fast and
Yeah.
I just mob, dude. I just do my thing.
That's awesome. Holy shit. I gotta try that out. How do you how do you even no, never mind.
What?
How do you join are you able to join in the same survival mode?
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to. I mean, it depends on the console you're playing. I don't know if it's cross
Wait,
compatible.
do you use PC or do you use Xbox?
I'm not retarded or gay, so I use PlayStation.
Use PlayStation. Fuck 'em up. I didn't even know they
Dude,
had it
shut
for
up.
PlayStation.
They are the superior race. Get
No,
out of
they
here.
aren't. The PC is
They
the superior
100%
race
are.
by
Well,
far.
okay,
It's a debate
obviously,
between
but
like
we're not. Yeah,
Xbox and PlayStation, but PC is way beyond the level to where like it
of,
isn't even in the
yeah.
debate.
I'm not arguing that. If I could sell my PlayStation and build a nice PC gaming computer, absolutely would. 100%, no denying it. But they're
But
too
like between
expensive.
Xbox, I don't know because I haven't used console gaming in a while. I just use PC.
Xboxes are just chintzy. I've never liked like their controllers are just crap. Their consoles are just like
I kind of like the controller.
rackety.
Like it has like a nice feel to it, like a smooth feel to it.
Well, I just don't understand why they designed the thumbs like that. My left thumb usually is pretty symmetrical to my right thumb.
Yeah. Because they figure they'd be like these weird, deformed people playing these games, so they made
Yeah, all the all the kids that aren't allowed to come out of the basement because they're so ugly and their hands don't work.
like that fucking guy from the 300 movie, the Hunchback guy.
Like the Goonies too.
What
Yeah,
was his name?
the Goonies is Sloth.
One-Eyed Willie or whatever his name was.
Yeah,
Yeah. I figured it'd be
yeah,
these like
that's so funny.
weird circus freak people playing these games. Oh, yeah, go on. Why is the PlayStation better? Convince me.
Why?
Yeah, why is it better?
It's just always been okay. To start off, PlayStation 3, you didn't have to play. You didn't have to pay for PSN, like
And
PlayStation
America's the
Network.
best fucking country in the world. Like, even our poorest people live like kings
Yeah,
compared to other countries. Like we get to be fat and gross and play video games and like not even have to worry of we can do these like shitty jobs and like survive. What an awesome country to live in.
I know. I love how our societal like struggles are like, oh, you better not be a Xbox gamer. You better be PC gamer. It's like, okay.
Yeah, like this is the things we are debating about, not like how we should get water or something. Like we're talking
Yeah.
about this shit and like
Yeah.
memes and like whatever else. Like we're so privileged it's beyond like, and yet like these fucking progressives are making it out to be like parts of our country are like a third world, but we're not even close.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, go on. Why is the
Um,
yeah? That was a random. I don't know, dude. I just said that.
you're just like, I need to rant.
I needed to say that before we could continue. Now
Um,
continue.
anyway, PS4, I think it's better because in the PS3 era versus Xbox 360, as you know, you had to pay for Xbox Live,
Yeah.
and you had to pay like pretty ridiculous money for like, I mean, they expect kids to be playing this. Like, I don't know why they want. What was it like? Uh,
I don't know.
like
I used
120 a year. I think it was like $10 a month or $12 a month or something stupid.
I used PS3 during that time, so
Yeah, same. So I didn't have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
So that was just off the bat way better. And personally, I enjoy the PlayStation games a lot more. Like I couldn't care less if I never got to play Halo again because it's a trash game.
Yeah. Like
Um,
do you prefer what's the other one? Metal Gear Solid? Is that the what's that like futuristic game that's kind of like Halo, but it's like for PS4 only? I forgot what it's called. It's not Metal
I
Gear
don't,
Solid. It's something else. I forgot what it's called.
I don't know. I know that PlayStation has what is it called? It's oh my goodness,
PlayStation
how
has
am I?
God of War. Like that's already enough.
Yeah, I'm not really into those kind of games though. I'm
Oh,
into
really?
like Battlefield and whatnot, where it's like more military
That's for both games.
realism.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm saying I'm not saying that it's just PlayStation, but um, those are the games I'm more into.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure that the PlayStation game, like Watch Dogs, right? That was PlayStation only.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah,
that game.
I'm pretty sure it was, and that was a good game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, but no, also like anyway, but like for PlayStation 4, and I owned an Xbox One as well. We pre-ordered both,
Oh,
and
wow.
and we had to sell the Xbox because for one, uh, this is just a personal issue, but I had two friends who played Xbox, and like all the rest of the people I knew played PlayStation. So I was like, I'm not about to spend like keep the Xbox because two people play it. Um, Two, I wasn't gonna pay for Xbox Live and PSN because
Oh,
PlayStation made us pay for PSN
what
with the PS4.
is that like? What is that? Is that like online, like connect? Like what is that? PSN.
Yeah, so it's like it's the same idea as Xbox Live, where it's like it gives you the ability to interact with other people. So it's basically just live or online capabilities.
Oh, okay.
But
So,
with PlayStation, they made it so that you have PSN and then you have PlayStation Plus. And if you want like PlayStation Plus, I think you pay like a tiny bit more,
okay.
but still not as much as Xbox Live. And
Well,
then
yeah.
you get like limited edition games for PlayStation only, and like free downloads on like emoji or not like backgrounds and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, interesting.
it's like advantages. What else? PlayStation 4, obviously the controllers are just better in my opinion because I have
Yeah.
big man hands. I No, to be honest though, like I've never liked the controllers of Xbox just because of the joysticks. Other than that, they're not too bad. I mean, they're made out of like cheap Vietnamese garbage plastic, but other than that, like I've always just not cared about the
Yeah,
difference. But joysticks and the material they're made of, PlayStation has always beat them with that.
yeah, makes sense.
And also PlayStation controllers, they have a touchpad. Like they literally have a touch screen sensor on the front of it that allows you to pretty much use it as like a mouse pad, and Xbox has some crappy little light up button. So
Yeah, I was wondering, like, I've used a PS4 before. I didn't know how to fucking use that touchpad thing. What does
yeah,
it do?
you don't use it much. Like for certain games it has different uses.
Uh,
Um Overall it can be used as like a mouse. Like if you're on the internet you can use it as a mouse. Um
okay. Oh,
but
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. You see, with PC, you can already just do that because it's a computer also, and not just a shitty game system.
Yeah, well, not everyone is rich and nerdy enough to have a PC.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, Mr. Pondy did it, and he's like a fucking school teacher.
Yeah, he's also a total nerd.
Yeah.
Plus, he plays Blizzard games. Like,
he
that's not
didn't he
PC
like do like
gaming.
Civil War reenactments or something?
I think, yeah, probably.
God damn.
What kind of games do you play on PC,
Um, chess.
dude?
No,
Are
I'm
you
just kidding.
serious? Okay, I was about to fly over to wherever you are and beat the garbage out of you. Oh my
I
god.
just bought like I don't even like all I have is a laptop. It's a good laptop for gaming though. So
Yeah,
um
yeah, I get that. Oh man,
well like
you
it's
actually
able to
got
do
me.
like it's able to process like high graphics games like GTA 5.
That's pretty good.
Um yeah, yeah, it's a pretty good like that's pretty much the only game I have on it like that, and I really like the original Black Ops. So I downloaded that also.
So you pretty much played console games on PC.
Yeah. I don't I don't really. I'm not that big of a gamer, to be honest. Not anymore. Um,
Huh. See, I think I would
might get
probably play
Minecraft
like
again.
PUBG and Fortnite because that's like, and yeah, and Minecraft because those are the OG computer games.
Yeah, exactly. PUBG and Fortnite are good on PC.
Dude, they started on PC.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I'll have to try it out.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, dang it! No, I forgot. What the
Um,
frick was? I don't remember.
come on, Keenan.
Ah, God, I don't know what I was gonna say. Um,
What did you do today?
Today,
Yeah.
well, um, I played Minecraft from midnight since that's when today started, all the way to 10:30, and then I went and did I cleaned pools because that's my weekend job.
Oh, you have two jobs?
Technically, yeah, but I mean the pools are super easy and they take like an hour and a half to do two pools, and then I go home
How much do you
and
make
make
from them?
I make enough to pay for my motorcycle. So I make well, I mean, technically my dad is my boss because he owns like the pool account, but
Oh,
we make 200 bucks a month from two pools.
oh,
Um, and he
so
pays for
100
my
a pool?
motorcycle. Huh?
100 a pool. Oh,
Basically, it's actually more like 130 for one and then 70 for the other.
oh,
But it evens out to 200. But yeah, and then he pays for my motorcycle since it's like under his name or whatever.
oh,
But he pays 65 a month for it,
okay,
and then he keeps the rest.
nice.
Yeah.
Um, so what else? What else did you do?
And then after pools, let's see. I got home, and then Patrick called me,
Yeah.
and he asked me if I wanted to hang out. Then we went and hit some golf balls for about 3 hours, and then
Have you used
um,
well, you guys played fucking golf in that weather?
yeah, it wasn't that hot.
Wasn't? Oh, Jesus.
No, it was. I think it was like 98 today.
That's fuck. What do you mean that's not that hot? Oh, I guess it's hot for
Dude, come
me.
on. You lived in Arizona.
Yeah, I know. It's true.
You know that like 115 is like
The
getting
standard.
warm.
Yeah. So you play golf in 100-degree weather. That's still insane, but
Yeah, it was so fun though, because like I don't know, golf is just so like when you're not playing an actual game, because we just went to the range and just hit, but like
oh,
it is
you went
so
to the
fun to just
driving.
kill it.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. Wait, do you guys use the Anthem one?
Yeah, we go to the country club.
Is it nice? I've never actually played on that.
No, dude, it's probably one of the worst courses in the country.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
No, it's actually super crappy.
What, are you serious? I thought you were being
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
sarcastic.
I worked there for like 4 months, and it's
Jesus.
literally a trash course.
God damn, dude. Why do they charge so much to fucking play?
No, dude, you should hear the members, bro. When I was working there, we had so many members who were like, I literally moved here for the golf and I want to leave now. Like it was like,
Jesus. I thought it was just a bunch of rich, snooty assholes with like their elite course, like driving around in their fucking golf carts and like,
yeah, you got everything right except for the nice course part.
yeah. So they're just a bunch of rich, snooty assholes who don't know how to invest in like a good course.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, it's funny though, because like you look at like when I looked at people who were driving their carts around, some
Yeah.
of those carts cost as much as like these kids' first cars. You know, like
Huh.
these carts are ridiculous. Like I asked one guy, I was like, "Hey, how much like what did you get your cart for? Like what like after everything you did to it too? Because they like add stereo systems and like rims and everything, like suspension, like hydraulics, and it's just stupid."
All
Um,
right. Like going
but
to a rant about people who don't know about cars, or I don't fucking like, just rant about something. I'll be right
okay. What am I ranting about? Politicians. Oh no, that's not a good rant to start with. Um, is segregation still a factor in America? Boom.
back. No, it's not. But I got like a temporary job. And I was just assigned to hold a sign in front of a fucking mattress for 6 hours a day. I forgot to put in the sunscreen in yesterday, and now my fuck like you. Did you see my Snapchat?
No.
Yeah, my fucking skin is burnt like to a crisp, and it hurt like hell. I didn't even think I would burn that. Do you get sunburned?
Yeah, dude, I fry.
Yeah, I didn't. I usually don't, so I was surprised.
Um, I
Yeah,
saw
what
that
were you
one
saying about
snap. I
that?
saw that one snap where you made that stupid sandwich and you just like ranted about it.
Dude, that was fucking delicious. That was like
It looked disgusting.
it was fucking good. Like you should have tried it. It was fucking delicious. Like I guarantee it would have been the best breakfast sandwich you've ever had. Like, did you hear what I said? Like, did that not sound delicious?
Yeah, maybe separately. Like I can eat eggs separate from what was that, kale?
It was like it was sautéed spinach and kale. It was sautéed in olive oil, so it had like a very like delicious sort of crisp to it. Um, yeah,
It sounds oily.
yeah, it was oil and it was good.
All I know is that I thought it was so funny when you called out Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, what? You got nothing on this, bitch.
It's funny because I bet like it actually looked like a pretty good meal. Like it looked well prepared. So I bet
Yeah,
like if he had eaten it, he probably would have been like, "That's not bad."
yeah. I bet he probably would have been like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?" And then he like takes a bite of it and he's like, "I'm sorry, I underestimated you. Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
suck your balls." Uh,
Pull off your drawers. I'm gonna suck your wiener.
we just uncovered that Gordon Ramsay is a clone of Mustang. Um, what was I saying earlier? Do you like do you like eat out a lot? Like, do you buy like a lot of gross food and fast food and shit?
No, I used to.
I do now. I'm
Yeah,
so
I used
fucking
to when I
stupid.
had a job, but now like and now that I'm getting a job again, I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna start doing it again.
Yeah. Um, like today I bought like a fucking extra large two topping Papa John's pizza for twelve
Just for
dollars.
yourself?
Yeah, just for myself.
Dude,
I
that's
hate
the way to do
pasta.
it.
What?
That's the way to do it, bro. That's what I do.
Yeah, I just like buy like because that's like the only affordable place here that's close to me. So like why not? Um and I bought like $30 worth of fucking Burger King. I bought like the chicken fries and like Whopper meal. There's like a fucking Twix pie. Like Burger King's menu is so weird. They had a Twix pie, um, like the apple pie and an Oreo shake. It was like I ate that in 2 days. It's
Bro,
way better
I
than
feel like I'm getting acne just talking about this. Like this sounds
Yeah,
so bad for your health.
it is. I don't know why. Like I eat like very healthy things, and I eat like very disgusting, like gross, like diabetic things.
Find a happy medium and go with that.
I like. It's like I want to be healthy, but then I just end up canceling it out because of my fucking addiction to sugar and shit. Oh god, I'm so weak. I'm so strong and then I'm so weak at the same time.
Yeah.
Um yeah, like I hope I can get like a permanent job so I can start lifting weights again because there's a YMCA like very close to me.
Yeah, that's probably not the best idea in a fully gay community.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like you need to
Maybe
go
I
to like
should just like want to
Gold's
stick
Gym.
close that just like just to deter them away from me. Deterrent.
Yeah, you need to like install your own weight system in your room.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Never mind. Like, just imagine like those gay guys floundering over me, like trying to give me tips.
Yeah, they're not the good ones either.
Yeah, like they'd like have their balls in my face while they bench press or something. Oh
Yeah,
god.
they're like, if you stare at these, it'll make you lift more weight.
Oh god.
You're like, oh, I don't even want to lift the weight anymore.
God damn it, dude. I don't even know.
Do you want to get jacked or do you want to get ripped?
I I don't like bulky muscle. I just want to be like lean, like with those like just strong and lean.
Yeah, you can do that in your room. You know that, right?
Well, I mean, I have been doing calisthenics. I probably have like gained quite a bit of muscle, but it's like covered in fat, so it doesn't make a difference.
You just gotta do more fat burning exercises.
No, like I do a lot, and I end up like working for nothing because I I eat this gross shit. So it's like pretty much it just balances out. Like so, like I just have like this chubby like physique now.
I don't know, dude. I mean, Terrell Owens was like a receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
He ate McDonald's every single day. And like as long as he worked out hard enough, he stayed in shape. So it
Yeah.
shouldn't matter what you're eating as long as you're doing the right workout.
Well,
I
that
mean,
guy
it's gonna
probably
help a
worked out
lot.
way more intensely than me. So
Well, then work out harder.
I don't want to work out harder. I just want to I shouldn't have to. Like I should stick to like a really good diet and then like also work out and then I'll get like the best result that way.
Yeah, well, it's really hard to stick to a strict diet when you want to kill yourself because the strict diet sucks.
No, that's the problem. Like I don't know what to do. Fuck. What do you do? Do you
Dude,
have
I
like
wake up. No, I wake up at
GQ
3 a.m.
physique?
I wake up at 3 a.m. I make
Yeah.
some eggs and bacon,
You eat bacon.
and then
You eat bacon.
yeah, why would I
Well, I
not?
mean bacon's good, but like it's so greasy and whatever.
So,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. I want to interrupt.
and then obviously you have to drink a lot of water.
Yeah, I do drink a lot of water.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. How much water have you drank today?
I don't measure it, but I probably drinking like I don't know, probably over a gallon.
Hmm.
By now, I probably drinking over a gallon. I drink a lot, and that's probably why I pee so much. Well,
Yeah,
that is
probably.
why I pee so much. Like that's up for debate. But yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, so I start with like bacon and eggs, and then I drink some good like hydrate before every night, and then go work out at 5, no 6, and then When I get back home, I do my second breakfast, which is like a bigger breakfast.
Oh,
Um, but it's yeah. So I start like in the morning before I work out. I do two eggs and 2 pieces of bacon. And then when I get back, I do 4 eggs, 4 pieces of bacon,
oh,
a bagel, a chicken sandwich, and like
four
some kind of
eggs.
cracker, usually like some kind of shut up. But no, like I'll do like a snack or something like Cheez-Its or like
Yeah.
graham crackers or something. Yeah.
So you, oh, that's interesting. Um, yeah, I
But
eat
that's
like
the
a really
recovery.
healthy breakfast. I eat 2 eggs, um, olive oil, uh, eggs, 2 eggs. I already said that. What the fuck am I talking? Bowl of oatmeal, some berries, Greek yogurt. I think that's it. And some milk too.
Wow, you
Oh,
sound like you
and some
fit right
almonds.
into San Francisco, dude.
Some almonds also. What?
You sound like you fit right in where you live.
Dude, that's very healthy. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it just sounds super gay.
I know it sounds gay on the surface, but if you started eating that way, like you feel pretty good about yourself. Until like at dinner time, you start eating like dog shit,
Yeah, you have a whole pack
fast
of
food,
double stuffed
crap.
Oreos.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
You're like, don't even
Yeah, like I
remind
also
me.
buy like a bunch of like sugary shit, like, and I eat like half the package. Like I can't control myself. I'm such a loser. All right, go ahead.
Um, but
After
yeah,
breakfast and after you work out after breakfast, then what do you do?
so yeah, so like I'll get back from workouts at about 8 a.m. Um,
8 a.m.
yeah, and then I'll finish eating my second breakfast at about 8:30, and then I won't eat again until about 2:30 or 3. And then I'll have
Wait, what types of workouts do you do? Do you do weightlifting or what?
it's I used to do a lot of weightlifting and trying to get like bulkier, but now I do like body weight workouts, which is just like CrossFit basically.
You go to
Because
the
that
Anthem, the community center?
no, in the mornings I go to the recruiting station for the Marines,
Oh,
because that's what that they make us work out in the mornings.
oh,
And then usually like before lunch, I'll try to go work out in some other way, like on my own.
okay.
But yeah, at the recruiting station, we do a lot of CrossFit stuff where it's like we run a lot. We'll do like burpees, we'll do push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, just stuff that's like getting you better with your own body weight.
Yeah.
And then when I get home, I usually like to put on a weight vest so that I can like just strengthen myself while sitting at home, basically.
What does that do?
So like a weight vest, I mean, it's a vest with lead in it, basically, or
Okay.
iron, my bad. Uh, yeah, it has iron bars in it, so you can change the weight that you're carrying. I have 40 pounds on it right now, but I
Holy
just carry,
shit.
yeah, I carry it around my house so that my body will like get used to being 220 pounds.
That's pretty
Um,
cool.
and then, yeah, so that my body, because it'll keep getting stronger if it's used to carrying 220. And then when the weight vest comes off, it's going to be like 180's nothing.
So like do fat people like who are like morbidly obese get stronger and like when they
Yeah,
lose
no,
any
yeah,
weight?
you're definitely stronger if you're carrying around that much weight all the time. You just
Does
don't
your lower
notice it.
body get stronger or like what?
It's mostly lower body. Yeah, it's mostly like sitting down and standing up. It'll work your quads and your hams a lot, and then
Your shoulders get
walking.
stronger or whatever?
Not really. It kind of tires out my shoulders because it's all on my shoulders. So it's like it's like carrying the fireman's carry where you wrap the arm and leg around your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like doing that with a 40-pound like sack almost, and
Okay.
it's all day. So it just tires out your shoulders, and that's why I don't do it for long, which is why it's probably not very effective, but I still do it. But yeah,
Well, how
it's
long do you do it?
I try to do it as long as I can until I start to get a headache. Because when it pulls on your shoulders for so long, it'll
Oh,
just start messing with you. Um,
shouldn't you start like? Did you start with like a lighter weight, or did you just automatically go to 40 pounds?
I started with 20. And I started working out with 20 pounds on. So I would start like I would go to my gym and like do like pull ups and push ups and all that with 20 pounds on.
Okay.
And then I moved up to 30, and then I think it only took like 2 weeks to move up to 30 because 20 was like pretty easy. Um, and then I moved up to 40 because I was like, I'm not going to get any better if I'm just sitting at 30 all the time. So I'd
Yeah.
rather I would rather not do as many reps and like keep getting stronger with heavier weight than like just repeating the same weight and just trying to get stronger that way. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um, but yeah, so I'll wear that around the house just to try to strengthen up my lower body all the time. And then before lunch, I might go work out. I might go swimming. I might run to the gym, do a little bit of workout, and then run home. Um, and then when I get back, I'll have a fat lunch
How
so I
how
can
long do you run
recover.
for?
Well,
How far? I mean,
when I run to my gym, which is across the freeway. So like,
you run across the freeway, or no, you
yeah,
run across the bridge, or what?
yeah, I run across the overpass. Um, but yeah, my gym is 2.5 miles away. So I run
Oh,
2.5 there and then work out and then 2.5 back
that which gym is that? That the Marine
anytime.
one? What is it?
No, it's Anytime Fitness next to Tennessee Grill.
Why don't you just use the community center? Isn't that way closer to you?
Actually, no, it's about the same distance.
Really?
Yeah, because you don't know where I live.
I thought you lived in like that. Oh, fuck it. Um, I thought you lived on that side of the freeway, and it was much closer. Oh, whatever. Who cares? Um. Yeah. Go ahead.
Anyway, so then, yeah, if I do that, if I work out like that, then I have to, boost my lunch up because I have to recover.
Yeah.
And
What
then
do you eat for lunch?
I'll just try to eat like pretty much just the typical lunch items. I don't know, like a sandwich. I do like 2 or 3 chicken sandwiches, and then
Oh,
I'll try to throw some fruit in if we have any, which I do all my shopping. So like I usually have stuff that I want to eat. Um, and
yeah.
then if I'm feeling like it, I'll probably cook up some pasta, like a small batch of pasta. Um, what else? I think that's about it for lunch. Oh no, salad. I try to throw in a salad with lunch.
Okay.
Um,
What
and
do you
then
eat in a salad?
I just do like regular. I do Olive Garden dressing and Parmesan cheese.
Oh, like what greens?
Oh, I just do romaine.
But that's like the most useless thing you could eat. It's pretty much like
Romaine.
90% water or something.
I used to eat iceberg, so it's a step up.
Yeah, that's true. Um,
But no, I can't eat like straight up spinach and kale, bro. That stuff's so gross.
I know. I've all fuck. I've like adjusted to the taste, and also I like occasionally saute it.
Isn't
Um,
it pretty bad for your like digestive system too?
no, it's really good for it. It's spinach and kale are two of the best foods you could possibly eat.
Huh. Um I always thought it was like really fibrous or whatever they call it.
Yeah, it is to an extent. Yeah, go ahead.
Um, yeah, but after that, so what's that like 2:30 or 3-ish in the afternoon, I'll do that and then I'll just hang out and like sit around as much as I can so that I can recover a little quicker until dinner, which I don't know when I eat dinner.
Yeah.
Oh
What do you
my
eat for
God.
dinner? Or what times
Um,
do you usually eat?
yeah, so when I eat dinner, uh, depending on when I ate lunch, I'll try to be about 4 or 5 hours after that. Um, but when I eat, what I eat is I almost always eat pasta. So I'll have like a big bowl of pasta and that's it.
You eat a lot of carbs.
Yes, exactly, because I'm on that weight gaining, whereas, you said you're trying to slim out. Um,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I'm trying to maintain my weight because I lose weight very quickly.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I'm trying to maintain, you're trying to slim out. That's why you're thinking like, oh, why are you eating bacon and pasta and all that when it's pretty bad for you, but at the same time, it's good for me.
Yeah, I could see that. You probably work out more intensely and everything else.
Yeah, so I do a solid 1 hour workout with the Marines in the morning. And then when I get home, when I do my other workout, um, it won't be as long, but it'll be like just extremely, like just not intense, but like physically demanding to where I'll be hurting after.
Yeah, which is intense, but okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess because like it's a lot different from the Marine workout though. So like at the Marine workout, like we're constantly doing something, but it's usually body weight and it's usually like not as bad.
Yeah.
But when I work out on my own, if I have like that weight vest on, I'll be doing um, almost the same workout, but just slowed down a little bit. And then, it'll be way more painful because I'm adding that extra weight.
Do you look like a Spartan yet?
I mean, I've always looked like a beast, but no, I'm kidding. um, no, dude, honestly, it's really hard to gain weight for me. So I don't look all jacked. But
Do
I'm
you
getting
want to look
shredded.
jacked, or do you want to look like, I don't know, like which physique do you want? Like a Greek god or
I want to
Bond or
look
what?
like, um,
Because you know there's like three different physiques, like the superhero and the Greek god and the Bond one.
I want to look like, yeah, that's a good point. Mm, I
So
kind
I
of want
want
to
to look
look,
like the Greek god or the warrior one also.
I want to look like Peter Parker before he got bit by the spider. I'm kidding. No, I want to look, I just want to look like an athlete, like you would look at me and just think that I play like multiple sports. Like you ever see like,
Well, you already look like that though.
yeah, but I want to be a bigger version of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like just a little bit more size around my body.
Okay. So you're trying to bulk up.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get heavier.
How
My
heavy
whole
are you?
goal. I'm only 175 pounds,
How tall are you though?
6 foot, 6'1" maybe.
I guess that's what. Do you have like a weight gain target?
Yeah. For football, I wanted to get to 230.
230. Holy fuck. You would have to put on a lot of fat too. Like, that'd be
Yeah, I
hard
know.
to get to
And then I
that
have to burn
muscle
it.
mass. Huh.
But no, I think for just in life, I wanna be sitting close to 200 all the time.
Okay. I guess that's reasonable. I mean,
Yeah.
like, but do you want to be like lean also, or do you want to be like more
I want to be like my
excessively bulk?
No, like I want to be like my same body type, but a little bit bigger and a little bit like
Yeah.
not shredded, but like more leaned out. Yeah, because I think I'm sitting at like 6 or
I could
seven
just
percent
also.
body fat,
How much
like 6 or 7%.
right now?
Yeah,
Oh wow, you're really fucking cut.
yeah, exactly. But that's what I don't want to be. I want to have more body fat. I just can't do it. I can't gain it.
Dude, just sit around. Like you have to like if you want to gain body fat, then you have to avoid all the fucking cardio you've been doing.
I know.
Also, like the calisthenics they have, like I know you have to do it for the Marines, but like if you wanted to gain more body fat, you would have to cut that out also. And just stick to weightlifting.
Yeah, it's hard though. I mean, I literally can't because I'm required to
Yeah,
show up.
yeah, I
But
know. Yeah, like
uh,
it. Honestly, you should probably do it after. Like the physique you have right now is probably perfect for getting into the Marines. So yeah, maybe like after you leave, something you could do. But right now, it's probably not a good idea. Ow.
yeah, I think so there's basic training and then there's MOS training. So once I go to basic training, it's going to be a lot of cardio and like figuring it out or like figuring out if you're going to break pretty much. So it's like just intensive training.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like specialized training to where, um, they're going to make you more of an athlete instead of just torturing you.
So like, do you like? You said you wanted to go into the Marines for 10 years.
Yeah, just around. I'm not too sure yet on like the actual time, but I know I'm doing 4 active,
So like, what was I gonna say? Would you want to go into like the special division eventually?
like special operations.
Yeah.
Um, Probably not with the Marines. If I switch branches, maybe, but the
Can
Marines
you?
are basically a special operation already.
Can't you become a Navy SEAL like from a Marine?
Um, I
I'm not
think
sure.
so. I think you can go to other special operate because I've heard of people who have been like Army Rangers and Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know how that works. So I've never really looked into it because I don't really want to go special operations anyway. Because it seems less like I don't know. It just seems like less day to day like um, stuff like that you have to do. It just seems like you're sitting around for a bit and then you go out and do your thing.
Like if I become rich and you go into special operations, I'll hire you as my bodyguard.
All right.
Because that'd be a very useful bodyguard. Like you would like you'd be very skilled in hand to hand combat, melee weapons, firearms. You'd
Yeah, that's
know
true.
the outer workings of the government and like be experienced all around, like internationally and everything else. So
I could be your henchman and your hitman.
yeah, exactly.
You're like, I want him dead.
Honestly, like you could just like protect me long enough for me to become a god, and
Oh
then
yeah, I forgot your whole plan.
I'll give you like 0.00000 like 3% of my power, and then you'll become like a herald of Rick.
I'm still your henchman.
Yeah, but
I'm
you'll
just
be
your
like way more
sidekick.
powerful though. You'll be able to like heal faster and like have super strength and um be really fast. Like you'd be like Captain America on steroids. Like if Captain America was already on steroids, you'd be like him on steroids.
So like a supernatural Captain America.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
As
super.
long as you can allow me to fly, I will be happy.
Yeah, I might be able to. I don't. We'll have to
You're like,
see.
yeah, I'll put it in the agenda.
Yeah, if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it though.
Yeah, honestly, immortality,
Bro.
super healing, and flying would be sick.
Yeah, why not? You don't care about super strength and speed?
Well, no, because I don't need that if I'm flying around them and I just punch them, yeet, and just punch them, yeet.
It's just no.
Do you think, okay, do you honestly think though, like if you were to become, this like almighty being or whatever, do you think that like people would figure that out and or like try to figure it out and then like maybe become like a supervillain almost?
Yeah, have thought about that honestly. Um, yeah, I've absolutely thought about that. Uh, and I'm not sure. Like, maybe I would just have to like, because the government would probably try and fucking do it, right? I mean, they'd probably try and get their hands on it.
Oh yeah.
I would just have to be like way ahead of them. And I will be, and prevent them from like figuring it out. I suppose. Like, we'll just have to see like what happens like after it all goes down. I suppose.
Well, yeah, because I could see like I don't know, let's say you're doing like your work on a computer or something. They can track all that. So it's like they
Yeah,
find
that's
out
why.
exactly how you're doing it and what you're doing.
And
They
I've
make
already said like
themselves.
my whole plan. Like, well, like vaguely, I've said my plan, like not exactly, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. Yeah,
Um,
they're listening too because we have the most popular podcast on YouTube.
yeah, I know.
We're
Uh,
trending.
exactly. Maybe they'll just. I'm sure there's probably like one of the one of the 4 views on the last episode was probably an NSA bot or something.
Yeah, right. um, I think that if you were to actually like achieve what your goal is, I think that you should probably keep your identity a secret.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be like some big public figure or something.
Yeah, because that would just be like it would be a bad situation for you.
I'd probably blend in as like a human. Um,
You could be like what's his name? One Punch Man. We were talking about him,
yeah, pretty much.
where he's
That's
just like some
exactly what I
dude.
wanted to be like. Just like a regular guy that occasionally uses like a small fraction of his power.
I just started watching that again. It's so funny.
Did you? What episode are you on?
I think I'm on two because I started watching the dub one. So
Oh,
I didn't start off where I was with the sub.
yeah. Well, you don't
But
like the
yeah.
dude?
No, dude, it's too fast.
I know. Um, yeah, yeah, it's a great fucking show.
Yeah, it's super funny.
Yeah, yeah, I'd probably be like that guy, like, and like, let's say like I could. I don't know what I would do to be honest with you. What would you do if you had that much power?
I think I'd stay low key, but get to the point where like almost like James Stark or what's his name? Tony Stark.
Yeah,
Um, to where it's like kind of low key, but at the same time, like you're profiting. You're making yourself a millionaire and living a good life still.
yeah, exactly. Um, like I'd probably be smart enough to like predict stock market uh, rises and falls uh, really accurately. I'd just be able to like invest in things and profit off it like quickly and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like also like invent things that could whatever. What am I even fucking talking? God damn.
Honestly, yeah. Well, if you became so smart that you started like inventing things to make yourself smarter, and that's like the whole like singularity thing where it just keeps on taking information,
Yeah.
then that would be like legit crazy. Like that'd be crazy if it's infinite.
Like would I even like be afraid like if the government like one after me? Is there anything they could even do?
Well, depending on what stage you're in, like if you're just beginning and then they figure out and they're like, okay, we got to shut this down, then yeah, like you might not have the ability to foresee exactly what they're gonna go for or whatever. But if you're already fully like you already got the power of like predicting what they're gonna do and knowing their moves and everything, then yeah, they're screwed.
Yeah, like even just intelligence alone could fucking dismantle them.
Yeah,
Like like combined with the power and everything else, like it's a dangerous combo.
yeah.
I hope I don't go off on a tangent. Like so, like I don't know. Assuming I am, like I do accomplish this goal. Like I've been trying to make myself very like neutral and forgiving and like calm, like so I can prepare myself, like so like I won't go off on a tangent and just destroy the whole fucking world or something. I don't know.
Dude, honestly, screw it, do it.
Okay. Maybe I will.
Like
I don't.
seriously, like you gotta start population control.
Thanos.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we are still alive.
Dang it. Nobody listened to that. I didn't mean it.
Yeah. So, like, as a Marine, are you able to, like, I'll just end the podcast. Oh,
What?
wait. Should I end it? Should I end the live? Or,
Yeah, honestly.
yeah, hang on. I'll be right back.